Good evening and welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Rapid Pajala coming to you live from Rapid HQ, bringing you tonight's action. Great to have you guys on board tonight. Esky in the chat, g'day mate, how are you buddy? Good to see you in. Sorry boys, just mucking around with my audio at the moment. Just in the chat, if you can hear me loud and clear. Going very nicely, Curtis. Just give me a hell yeah if you can hear me okay. Beautiful, excellent to see. So here we are, beautiful Monza. So we've got 19 tonight. Oxygen Thief, F1 Legend, Cruder, Urban Growth, Chris, J-Rad, Mad Dog, Doodles, Millsy, Showtime, Curtis, Storm Hutto, Benno, Swayze, Jish, The Juice is in, Goats, X-Lap and Clappy. So a few of the Div3 boys filling in for Div2 tonight. Let's see how they go tonight. Around the streets of the beautiful, beautiful Monza track, the world famous Italian Grand Prix. As we get ready, just going to get everything enabled here. And let's out, away we go. Nitro, mate, welcome to Rapid, mate. Good to have you on board, mate. We did send you an invite, buddy, to... yes, mate. Yeah, just join off me. You've got the last spot. I think it's an Alpha Tauri. Thanks, Frizy, for the raid. Party of 7. Good to have you all about. Go, Frizy, mate. Hope you're doing well, mate, and hope the Div4 stream went like a clockwork. The Hench in the chat. G'day to you, mate. Nice to see you. Wonder if you had a win tonight. I saw you were struggling there a little bit at the end. So got a few guys out on track. Running through, got the Thief coming into turn 1. Let's see in terms of the guys coming through. I think we've got a Red Bull's probably going to be the first. Is that Hutto? He's in the pits. Cruder's on an outlap. A few of the guys on an outlap here. So let's ride on board with the Thief at the moment. Doodleson, where's he at the moment? He's coming down the back straight. Looks like he might be the first one to put in. Yes, Nitro might be, but Fryzy's already commentated our Div4, and thanks very much for joining, Fryzy, appreciate it. So Doodleson will come across here, 121.858, that is the benchmark, ladies and gentlemen, but Clappy goes P with a 23.40, if you don't mind, the Tifosi, very, very happy with that. Swayzando, X-Laps, 21.957. The Juice comes in with a 22.784. Who else? We've got Showtime coming through here with a 26.3 at the moment. And Clappy's there. Millsy's gone in at 8.60. So Clappy, the Div3 championship leader. Nitro has joined. He'll take the last Alpha Tauri, and that'll be it. We have a full house for tonight's Division 2 action. Brought to you by Sully's. You're not dressed until you're wearing a Sully. It's great to have everybody here for the stream. Unfortunately, our regular man Kahoot cannot join us tonight. Wish him all the best, mate, and hopefully see you back in the commentary box very, very soon. So riding on board with ERC Curtis right now. Showtime goes with a 21.50. Who will be the first to clap the 20s? Showtime's gone nice and close. The Ferrari's 1 and 2 at the moment. Just looking if I can just get the results here so far. And thank you to Noodles, mate. Appreciate that. So, right time, Showtime currently leads by a good 40-odd points over Curtis and Goats in third. So, right now, Showtime in the Ferrari. Expect Curtis has gone with a 19.352. We are finally into the 19s. J-Rad with a 19.942. goes in the Haas. I'll be very, very happy with their P1, P2, and I noticed that they come off first and second in there. So unfortunately, Claps Kahoot couldn't join us tonight. He had a prior engagement, and I'm not too sure where Noodles is. He's probably having KFC somewhere, I'd imagine. But come on, Clapsy, you have got the #1 commentator of all of Rapid. You know, sometimes you got to come down here to the 2s, freshen up for the Div 1s tomorrow night. No Yarnos. Yarnos are only available for Div 1. Sorry about that. But Miss Night Angel, thanks very much for joining us. Welcome to Rapid Racing League Division 1 and Division 2 in Monza. Rapid Pajala here. I wonder if the man, the myth, the Noodles is around. Oh, he's offline. So yeah, no one there to join me. No, mate. Go and qualify. It's all good. Nitro, go and qualify. No problems whatsoever, mate. So here you go. So Swayze P5 and the dog in P6 knew it nicely. So right now, round 1. Thief obviously just invalidated. Legend and the 2 McLarens down there. Urban Growth, Nitro and that. Curtis, Clappy's on P4. Hutto, Ando. So looking forward to what Hutto can do here. Thanks very much for joining us, and good to see everybody in the stream. Frizy, hope you're doing well, mate. Hope the Div 4. Let us know who won tonight's super race around Monza for the Div 4 boys. And we currently have Hutto on track just through, come through Lesmo 1 here. And the henchman won. The henchman won. There you go. Lesmo 2. Don't forget to tune in for Div 1 tomorrow. But right now, it's Hutto coming down here. Great to have everybody here on board. So and Hutto coming around here now. Around the, wasn't Italian, but he is invalidated. Swayze on an outlap. We'll get him a little bit later. Mad Dog in the pits. Millsy is on a flyer. 20.8 coming around here. Down the back straight, doing quite nicely. Is our man Millsy. Through into the brickyard, down turn 1, 2, now into Lesmo 1 and 2. Nice. Jeez, just keeps it within the nice white line. Millsy, very nice. Tricky little right hand turn, takes in 5th DRS. Coming down to the second of the straights. Getting a nice little toe. Hopefully someone gets out of the road and realises he's there. Which he does, clips the inside in 6th. Very nicely done, Millsy. Into sector 3. Braking hard into, named after another Italian bloke. Used to be Parabolica but renamed to somebody else. Defines with it. Keep it close to the apex. Will he go 19s? 20.3, good enough for P5. Nice lap there from Millsy. Sways Ando coming around now. Around Parabolica. Down to the main straight. And a 20.4, good enough for P7. So he stays there. Benno, the real Benno, if you please stand up. Great to see the over 40s well represented there by Benno in the Alfa Romeo. Or as I like to call it, the candy cane car, thanks to those wheel mags. Looks like candy cane. Down into here, looking very nice and racy. Red Bull, or the Ferrari, gets out of his road. Down the back straight. Benno looking, yellow's in sector 3. That's a McLaren or a Ferrari just warming up. Let's see what Benno's got in store for us. It's a 20.4, good enough for P8. Nitro coming around. We've got a McLaren and Chrissy, or is that... no, that's F1 Legend now. 54.2 and a 22. Oh, he's boxing. X-Laps just hugging the inside. 21.7, good enough for P17. So times are looking good. Curtis is now coming back out on track. Don't forget to get involved. You've got our link to the Discords, Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. And also to our title sponsor, Sully's. You never dressed until you're wearing a Sully's. Use Rapid25 on checkout for 25% at sullyshirts.com. So J-Rad needs to find less than a 10th. So let's ride on board, see what he's got in store for us. Coming down. Oh, he's slowing down. He's not got the pace there. So Curtis is boxed, 1/10. Yellow's in sector 3. Looks like an Alpha of Benno by the looks of it. Mad Dog, Nitro there, P10. Nicely in a 20.8, so he's invalidated, unfortunately. Be back in one momento. So with 5 minutes left to go, wonder who's going to be able to step up to the plate. Has Curtis got enough to hold out P1 with 5 minutes to go? Will J-Rad find that vital 1/10? Will Showtime find the 2/10s as we're all in the pits? We're very, very quiet. Jishway, my man, my mythical legend, 21.288. Accelerating out there on a hot lap here now. And let's take a look here. So Jishway doing well through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2 here. Coming down, he's spun it now, so he's done. So he, Jishway doing Jishway things. So he will not be happy with that, so he's not going to improve on there. Doodleson coming around Parabolica. Coming down now into Curva Grande, turn 3. Curva Delia. Next one, this really, really tricky. Through into Ascari, clips that inside, doing very nicely. Yeah, we did. I did. So Doodleson coming down this main straight into Curva Parabolica. Let's see what he's got in store for us. 2 minutes to go. Everyone's looking for that vital track limits there. This will be Doodleson's last crack at it. What's he got in store? 21.339. Good enough for P14. Mad Dog is coming down through into the Della Roger and into Lesmo 1 and 2. Dropped. Oh, he spun it out. Mad Dog's done. He is done. He's done his dinner there. Wonder if we got that on the replay. No, yes we did. Just coming through here into Lesmo. Accelerating hard and just loses it coming out of Lesmo 1. Back into live action. So Nitro coming through here. It's right on board with the Div3 reserve coming down. So we've got 118. Curtis on an outlap. From Variante. Really tricky turn 1. A lot of heroics in there. Like Sandavot at Monaco. Millsy's gone 19.893. We've got another pole set up. Nice clip in the apex there from Nitro. Didn't take too much curb into Lesmo. So Millsy's put the hammer down with the 19.893. Can anyone improve? We've got yellows in sector 1, 2 and 3. And right now Nitro coming down into Ascari. Flat out. He's 3/10 up. He's on for a 26.25. It's not going to be good enough for the top 9 perhaps. Get through Ascari pretty nicely. Everyone else just in front warming up their tyres. Down into Parabolica. 13 seconds left to go. So whatever your time is now, it is what you're living with. Will he improve? Good enough for P11. That's good enough for him. Goats for life. Around the last corner, he's 4/10 up. He's on for a 27. 20.7, maybe 20.6. And a 20.8. Good enough for P13. The Alpine of Doodleson. No, it wasn't. It's Sway's Ando coming across the line. He's at box there. The Mercedes of X-Lap and the Juice. The Juice has lost it. X-Lap's coming down in Parabolica. Want to take a look and see who's going to be last with Curtis and J-Rad. Clappy is out. Showtime. They've all retired from the session. Looks like it's good. J-Rad's gone 19.7. P1 so far. Curtis is about the only guy that can probably rank. Showtime's gone 19.7. Get out of the road, Clappy. Curtis would have been scared out of his life. He's coming through. Does he have what it has? This is it. For all the marbles, 19.7. Good enough for P2. But J-Rad is your pole sitter, ladies and gentlemen. Hutto, can he get it through? He's retired. Clappy retired. And did that cost him? Did that cost him? But it looks like J-Rad is our pole sitter. Congratulations to him. Let's get him into the rapid commentary booth. And we have J-Rad in. Well, it's nice and close, but our pole setter J-Rad, congratulations, mate. Tell us about your lap.
Far out. I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
But this is the track that I've been telling everyone that I want to win.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite, one of my favorites.
Okay.
And
yes.
But yeah, it was
Nice.
That was very close at the end. But that's 50% job done.
Yeah, 50%.
We still got the race to do.
It was nice to see we got at least one Haas up in the top 10 because Jishway, go Jishway, the bum, in P13. So J-Rad, lovely pole from you, mate. Good work. But Curtis, I know that you guys had a absolute ding-dong battle in the Netherlands. I know Curtis got the jump even though he boxed very, very early. So good luck in the race. I will let you get back to it. But as I always say, mate, we dance on Saturdays, we get paid on Sundays. So all the best in the race, and hopefully we can see you in victory lane a little bit later on, J-Rad.
Sure do. I think
Excellent, mate.
I'll be on that top step.
Look forward to it.
Enjoy it,
mate. Talk to you soon. See you then.
See you later.
Catch you, mate. Bye-bye. So thanks for J-Rad joining us. Curtis in P2 to be a little bit disappointed by less than a tenth, 0.2 of a second. Millsy will be P3. Showtime P4. Our championship leader Clappy in P5. And did he scare Curtis off coming into Parabolica is a question that people will ask. And did that cost Curtis the pole? But we ready ourselves up for the main dance. And here we go. Boys readying up. So, in the chat, who is your predictions? Look, I really hate to go past the top three. Showtime really will be looking to solidify his current championship lead right at the top there from Curtis, who is barnstormingly close now. He's 47 points behind Showtime, so really must make every post a winner if he's going to claim his first ever Rapid Division Championship. Goats, you'd probably say, is way too far back. So really it's a two-horse race between Showtime and Curtis, F1 legend, and we'll see how we go from there. So formation lap on. Let's get our intervals in. Everyone seems to be on the yellows. So here we go. Jish for the win, says Nitro. Thanks for everyone joining in to the Division 2. Too used to saying Division 1, obviously, for tomorrow night. Hopefully, got a few new numbers, actually, a few new guys, and probably 4 new guys entering the Division 1 fray, which is great to see. Thanks very much to the Noodles and that. And going from there. But right now, so quite a few here. Don't forget, visit our major sponsor Sully's. Use Rapid25 on checkout for 25% off your first order. You're not dressed until you're wearing a Sully's. So, Crew to Karma is DQ'd. Question will be, how many of these guys are going to create carnage into turn 1? Only time will tell. Will J-Rad turn that pole into a win? Will Curtis make it back-to-back wins after his famous win there in Netherlands when he went all the way back to the end? The only one of the hard runners, so you'd expect him to go back like he did at the start at Netherlands. Millsy on the mediums, Showtime, Clappy, Hutto, Swayze in the pinnies, Benno in the Alfa Romeo, Mad Dog looking very sharp in the Aston Martin, Chrissy, Nitro, F1 legend Jishway, or Jishwash as we like to refer to him, Goats, Doodleson, X-Laps, the Juice, who's had a name change. Has nothing to do with steroid abuse, I've been told, but and Urban Growth all the way down there in P19, and the Thief down in P20. So as they line up, we will ride on board with Curtis. Couple of disqualifications with Hutto and Crew to Karma. Waiting patiently for the 5 lights. We are
anticipating the start of this race. Flags in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
And off we go into turn 1. J-Rad was able to get the jump off on Curtis, which we expected on those hard tyres until we get into turn 1 here. Curtis has just been able to manage it through. Showtime goes through. Oh, geez, we've got carnage with the 2 Ferraris. Clappy and Showtime, no love lost. Clappy should be getting out of the road of the championship leader. Oxygen Thief has got a 5-second penalty already for cutting the corner massively and only got from P20 to P19, so he won't be happy. But, geez, I tell you what, Showtime would be on the blower to Mario and saying, mate, what the hell is this bloke doing? But he's up into P4, Showtime P5. Nitro jumped up to P6. Lovely start from him from P10. Mad Dog in P7. Jishway has gone 4 spots as well. So let's take a look and see who our biggest losers are. And just take a look down here into turn 1. Curtis on those hards has been able to manage his 2nd position right behind J-Rad. Mills is in P3. Clappy is P4. Showtime dropped down a position after that first one going through. Nitro coming up on the inside, and Urban has already retired. Coming through Ascari, I'd say, yep. He's gone through, and Benno has come off 2nd best there too. Sector 3, Urban Growth has left the session. Night, mate. He will not be happy, but he'll be back on Wednesday. Clappy and Millsy going side by side. And we have our first safety car by the looks of it. No, it's a virtual VSC. Doodleson's got 5 seconds for colliding with Juice somehow down the back of the grid. Not too sure how that happened there. Benno's gone down. Thief is in the pits with a 5-second pen for the cutter corning. And he's got himself another yellow, so he's got himself a new wing. So we've got the virtual safety car on track at the moment. Easy Mac wins tomorrow. You'll buy me a Zinger box. Okay, Clepsy. Actually, I owe you one, so how about we call it even? So, J-Rad, we are currently under a virtual safety car. Yes, I saw that, Nitro. Very nice little jump by you up into P7. And we are still under virtual safety car here at the moment, waiting for the race to go green. So just line astern, Millsy's got himself back past Clappy. Still in yellows. So when do we go? Thief and X-Laps. Doodleson a drive-through penalty, unfortunately, for speeding under VSC. And we are back to green racing. J-Rad, Millsy looking all over Curtis's rear end. Clapping into turn 1. Showtime P5. Mad Dog. Storm Hutto with a nice little pass, if you don't mind, over Nitro. Gets himself up to P7. Goes for life. 5-second time penalty for corner cutting again. Storm trying to get Nitro or hold that position that he was able to get into turn 1. Nitro hasn't given this up though, and he's actually dropped another way. So Jishway with a little bit of a sneaky one into P8 gets himself up and about. He's on his way up the podium thing in Hutto. So Nitro just got caught out there, and Jishway just sent it around the outside. Lovely pass there from Jishway up to P8. Endo in P10 there, F1 Legend and Chrissy. Meanwhile up front, Curtis will be pretty happy with the way that the car's performing at the moment on those hards. Clappy just a little bit twitchy on those mediums. He's trying to get the cooling in the vents. Maybe the car overheating just a fraction. Millsy here, obviously no DRS enabled, at least for another lap. Clappy taking a very unique little line there, a little bit hugging Parabolica as we head up. J-Rad with the fastest time right now, but Clappy and Showtime, the 2 Ferraris, Mad Dog, Storm Hutto, and Jishway. Nitro, does he send it up the inside? Hold, give them room. Very nicely done. That was actually really good, and Nitro just holds it up on the inside. He's going to get it done. He's going to get it done. Very nicely done. Great little overtake there by Nitro. These boys having a great little tussle here. Let's take a look at that and the rapid replay. You can just see coming into turn 1, Nitro hung it up on the inside, Had the inside line coming out of turn 2 into turn 3. Jishway had nowhere to go, and he's got himself back into P8 there. Back live racing, and you can see that Nitro's been able to hold. Oh boy, I think Ando's out. He is. Just caught that there. Not too sure exactly what happened, and we have our first safety car for the evening. Maybe we can see that back on the rapid replay. We can't. No, we didn't quite catch it, unfortunately. So that is it. Safety car. Do the yellows box? Does anyone box for the hards? 23 laps. Will they take it? Or is it just too early for the mediums? Obviously Curtis and the hard runners are not going to go through. J-Rad stays out. We're under safety car conditions. Unfortunately for Ando. All the way down there in P. Well, DNF won't be happy with his performance tonight. Yeah, not fighting with them, and then he just sends one up on Jishway's inside into turn 1 Nitro. Yep, okay. Got that memo. Benno and Hutto's gone into the pits. Has he done the hards? Looks like he has. Oh, he's got... No, I think he is. Is he on the hards? Yes, he is. Okay, so Hutto has boxed. So there we go. Let's take a look at the stops. Yep, so Hutto down to Cruder. All the guys from P11 down have boxed. Fair enough, Ando. Yes, I could see that. It was definitely coming out of Lesmo. You got a little bit shaky, unfortunately, mate. All your fault. But you'll be back next week. And Doodleson's retired as well. What's happened there? Looks like he's retired in the pits. I reckon he's probably got some severe damage. And unfortunately for him, he's had no other alternative. Chrissy's come out in P17. He's onto the hards as well. Not having the best of times there. Anyway. So, J-Rad will lead from Curtis and Millsy. Clappy, showtime. Question mark there at Ferrari. And someone boxing. Mad Dog's boxing, and 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. That'll go on to the end of his time, because he's not going to box after this now by putting on the hards. Unless he boxes during the race, Cruder's going to go through from him. So he's on the hard tyres there, Mad Dog. And out he goes. Aston Martin boys doing a really, really good job. So, yep, too early for the medium boys up in front in the top 6 positions. Nitro sees himself in P6 thanks to Mad Dog and his box in front of them. Jishway P7. Legend. So, what happened, Noodleson? Oh no, Jesus, truth, right, okay. Doodleson, you can't do your drive-through under safety car. So the game isn't broken. You've got to complete your drive-through at pace. Just for your own wise words, Doodleson, you can't do it under safety car. Swayze's left. So, going to have at least another lap. At least another lap. As Chrissy F in 17th is halfway to Spain. He's that far behind. Yeah, I'd say the drive-through is for speeding under the virtual safety car. I reckon that would be it. So if you're a recorder, go back and take a look at it, because that's probably what's happened. See, your Delta was in red, and that's what's happened there. That's why you got the drive-through, but you cannot serve it under a safety car. So just be aware of that, but it doesn't count towards your laps. So if it was 5 laps under the safety car, you can still box as soon as the safety car comes in. But just remember that for next time, mate. Not yet, Frizy. Not yet. No DSQs, thankfully. No problems, Doodleson. Strap yourself in. Enjoy the rest of the telecast, mate. Good to have you on board, but 20 laps to go, so plenty of action to come through here. J-Rad currently leads from Curtis, but Curtis on those hard tyres will be now even contemplating possibly stretching them to a red soft at the end, depending on his delta times. Oh, Jesus. Who got a DSQ on the final lap? It's not Angel, right? Okay. How do you get DSQ'd on the final lap? How do you do that? That's actually almost... it could be War Machine, yeah. Anyway. The old War Machine, yep. There we go. War Machine, DSQ's last lap. So, here we go. Surely it's time. Yep, the McLaren's Bucks. We must be going racing now. We are. So, Jishway has left the session. Oh, and Jishway... oh, J-Red spun it. He has spun it and lost it under safety car conditions. He will not be happy with that one. That is going into the highlight reel. We know what we do with those, don't we, boys? It becomes the safety car light. So Doodleson's left the session as well. Clappy disqualified. Jeez, I tell you what, we've got carnage going on here. Curtis is through. Clappy's out. Doodleson's out as well. What's happened here? Clappy's left the session. Not too sure what's happened. Too cocky there. Oh my goodness me, Curtis has cut that chicane and Millsy's got himself in a P1. Oxygen's oh my god, Hutto's got from corner cutting as well. Thief is out. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Jishway's boxed for it. I'm not too sure what. Oh, because he's ghosted. Bear with me, guys. Cruder's now retired as well. It's carnage after the safety car. Absolute carnage after the safety car. Jishway, where did they die? Okay, looks like it is a lobby glitch, guys and girls. Bear with me, guys. Yep, got it, Thief. Got it, Thief. Yes, it, Gumbo. Absolutely. Lobby restart, ladies and gentlemen. Lobby restart. We are going to be going in for a 25% up. As we have got 8 laps down, it is a lobby restart. Lobby restart, guys. Yep. Jishway, lobby restart, mate. Lobby restart.
Copy. No worries.
Laurie,
Yep.
now put it as it'll be a 25%er.
Yep.
Okay, because we got through like bear with me, guys. I'm just going to mute myself here just for a minute. We will be back in a minute. Okay, bear with me.
so if I leave, it might fix it. But
What's this?
well, when the lobby crashed, everybody around me just red X'd. So I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I left. I was like, maybe that'll fix it. But
Rightio. So
anyway, I'll leave it to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
mate. See you later. See you later, buddy.
All good.
Done. So it'll be a 25% up. It'll be dry. This race will stand for full points. So everybody's aware. Jishy's left. Thanks very much for jumping in. Should be on, mate. Should be on. So here we go. Let's try it again.
Anticipating the start of this race.
So these boys on their formation lap. Millsy will start in P1. Curtis in P2. Showtime P3. Nitro, Legend, Benno, Goats, Storm Hutto, Juice, Mad Dog, J-Rad, X-Lap. So let's... that's the way it worked out with just the way it was when we did the caption. Swayze, you can still jump in and race if you want to, mate. Yep, so Clappy down in P17. We're trying to see if you go, but anyway, this should be good. So anyway, we'll see how they're going. Let's see what they have got. So right now, Millsy down to Curtis. This is going to be a 25% shootout, 13. So, yeah, sorry, Sways. We did try to get you back in. You could have joined, but it doesn't matter now. So, good luck with the expedition, mate. Good to have you back in a couple of weeks, Sways. So here we go. Curtis, the Thief, has been disqualified. So is Hutto. He's been disqualified as well. Chris has been disqualified. They're all being disqualified because they can't get in disqualified from the session. J-Rad has been disqualified. Oh no. Have they? What has happened there?
Anticipating the start of this race. Flags in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Ooh, let's go racing, boys.
So down into turn one. All these guys going through here. Juice and Kramer, Clappy. So Curtis has been able to get the jump on the outside. Nitro coming through very nicely into P2. Showtime going Nitro into P4, sorry, Legend into P4 there. So Showtime and Nitro's got him to P2. If you don't mind, Legend in P4, Millsy, Goats, Storm, Hutto, X-Lap. And they've all seemed to get through okay, which is not too bad. I thought they got disqualified from the session. Anyway, so Jishway in P11, Benno in P12, Oxygen, Cruder, Chris have all got through turn 1. Juice has dropped all the way back down to last. But so far, Curtis is and Cruder's out. He's lost it out of Lesmo 1. Will we get yes? And that is a virtual safety car, ladies and gentlemen. So Cruder, after all of that, puts it into the wall. We've got a virtual safety car. Lap 1, does anyone take it and think, you know what, I'll box and put the mediums on, I can get to the end, this is a free stop? Doubt that they will, but Curtis has already got a 2-second on Showtime, who's got back around Nitro. Under virtual safety car conditions. Racing here on Australian Division 1 Nitro, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He will not be happy about that. He is going to take the gamble under virtual safety car. A few of them are doing it as well. Goats has done it. Storm and Benno all coming through. So going up onto the yellows, that's the way to do it. In fact, Nitro's gone on the hards. Still under yellow safety car. This is actually probably going to be a big gamble. Nitro's definitely going to go through. And I think Storm and Benno and Goats, not too sure what Goats is trying to do there, but still under yellows. This is actually a pretty good ploy by these 4 guys. Will it pay dividends at the end of this race to be able to box for free? We've got X-Laps is retired. Not too sure what's happened there. He's done it again into Lesmo. Wow. Into Lesmo, if you don't mind. He's put it in there. Not too sure what happened to X-Laps. But 2 guys into the wall there. And, oh, is that Benno with the yellows? Oh, Benno's done the same thing, has he? No, but he's able to survive. So, yellow cars, he's back there. And we are back racing. So, Curtis, 1.6 seconds ahead of set of Showtime. Millsy, doing okay there. Legend as well. Mad Dog. J-Rad, Jishway, Oxygen Thief. Clappy with the fastest lap of the time. He's already up into P9, if you don't mind, on those medium tyres. Chris in the P10, and the Juice is 4 seconds, and Nitro down there. But remember, these guys are going the long play. 10 laps down to go. The Juice in P11. Those guys there from Nitro down have all boxed. Will this play into their hands? Curtis on those reds, 1.4 seconds ahead of Showtime. Millsy keeping him company with Legend, just dropping back another 1.6 seconds from there. Mad Dog in P5 and J-Rad and Jishway into the top 7. Nice work from Jish. Oxygen Thief there in P8, Clappy P9, the Division 3 Championship leader. But Showtime now, it's all about solidifying his championship lead. He doesn't want to let Curtis get too far down. It's 1.2 seconds. Millsy there in P3, Legend P4 doing really nicely in the McLaren. Mad Dog on those mediums will be boxing for the safer softs at the end, with J-Red keeping him company in the mediums as well, and Jishway. So 5, 6 and 7 looking at the long game. Curtis, Millsy, all of them just trading fastest laps, if you don't mind. Millsy looking for the inside on Showtime. Not going to be able to get it done there into turn 1. Can he get it through here into turn 3? He was right on board with Millsy. Just 0.4 of a second up here. Showtime probably deploying as he's only got 21%, and Millsy's got nothing left. So he has spent all his ERS. Really poor management there from Millsy. He's got nothing left to go with. Curtis up in front's got 62%. He's cruising up the front there. Millsy in that. F1 Legend 2.5 seconds behind, with J-Rad, Mad Dog and Jishway. Those 3 medium runners. It'll come into their own later on in the track. Meanwhile down there, Clappy in P9 and Chris doing very nice, battling it out. Clappy just keeping Oxygen Thief honest. Clappy, poor start. Poor finish, spun it out. Chris going through. Juice into P11. Nitro there, P12, but he has boxed. So those hard tyres, sector 3 yellows in Ascari, and it was Thief that's lost it. I'm not too sure whether that was a mistake on his part or whether Clappy gave him a bit of a nudge, but he's been able to regain the car, and Clappy gets himself up to P8. J-Rad, Mad Dog, and Legend has boxed early for those mediums. He's got himself off the reds. Let's see how far behind the bottom 4, Nitro, he'll come through. We're just right on board. Thief is in the pits. So Legend's coming out. Let's ride on board with Nitro and Legend. It hasn't worked out for Nitro. Wow, just gets Legend. So you would have thought that they would have probably got a bigger advantage, but they just didn't with pitting under the virtual safety car. And Legend has been able to come out just behind Nitro. So those top 4 from 10th down won't need to pit. Meanwhile up front, Curtis, Jishway, P5, Mad Dog just got out of his road quick. Very, very quick. Just got the run on him, and Jishway up to P5 if you don't mind. Just cruising along in the Haas. The Haas boys, 4 and 5 is J-Rad looking to try and close that gap though, but Mad Dog hasn't let Jishway go. He's going to set him up down on the end. Mad Dog setting Jishway up for a turn 1 if you don't mind. They are 3 into here. Millsy on the outside of Curtis. No, Goats is retired. Do we have a yellow? No. No, it's game on, continue on. Millsy just couldn't get the job done. He's left himself vulnerable for Showtime, who's really looking through from here. Millsy got himself thrown into P2. Showtime trying to regain that second position, not being able to do it. Millsy holds on to P2 as we come into Lesmo. J-Rad on those mediums, 1.6 seconds behind. Mad Dog was able to get Jishway through. Jishway up on the inside, no, through Lesmo. Thinks better of it. Clappy is further 3 seconds. He's got Chrissy for company there in P8. Jishway and Mad Dog, a little bit of a ding-dong battle. DRS wide open for Jishway as we come down into Ascari. On the outside, geez, he's just got the pace if you don't mind. Beautiful overtake there by Jishway. Let's see that on the Rapid Racing replay. Came through just on the inside, looked it set up. Jish, just the overpace of him all along, just got on the outside into Ascari. Job done. Let's go back to live racing. Around Parabolica, and Mad Dog is looking to set up Jishway. Like these guys are having a little bit of a... So Curtis and Millsy are into the pits. Mad Dog up on the inside. Gets the job done. Well, Mad Dog and Jishway are having their own little pity party there. J-Rad continues on. Race control. Juice has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Nitro's done the same. Oxygen's retired. Will we get a safety car? Yes, we do. Safety car. Wow. It has come at the perfect time for Showtime. The championship leader who's going to get a free pit stop. If Curtis had just held out just that one extra lap. And now he's got to cruise around. We have got 6 laps to go. And what a scenario we are faced with. Showtime and J-Rad, Mad Dog, Jish. 5 seconds for Juice for corner cutting. Crude has left the session, unfortunately. Bye-bye to you, mate. So, Showtime is going to get... He's going to get the free pit stop, but where is he going to come back? J-Rad's obviously going to box for the Reds. No doubt about it, he'll be for the Reds. Mad Dog will come through. Let's ride on board with ERS Curtis, who's currently under a Delta. Will he be able to get out in front of these guys after boxing 1 lap too early? J-Rad got out in front of Show. He's boxing. Showtime's out. J-Rad's coming through. We're right on board with Curtis. He's coming down the main straight, but he's not going to be able to leapfrog. Will he get out in front? He's not even going to get out in front. Will he? He will. And he's been able to... Oh, geez, I'll tell you what. Lucky to... Well, I only dropped the one position, Curtis, thankfully. But J-Rad on those reds. Curtis on the mediums. Millsy on the mediums. So J-Rad, after causing absolute carnage under the safety car, finds himself in a position to win this race. Legend, Mad Dog, Jishway, P7. Clappy in P8. Hutto, so they've all boxed. We'd expect 1 or 2 Huttos left this session. Bear with me, guys. I'm just going to get Hutto in. Oh, he's actually appearing offline, unfortunately, for some reason. So that's it. We're under safety car. And that's it, Hutto, all the way down. Hopefully he'll be able to... He's actually pitted down the... I'm not too sure what's happened there. Has he got himself going? He's stuck there. He's stuck on the corner. He's beached. Oh no. He's beached. The AI has beached Storm Hutto. I have no idea how he has done that, but he is out. He's still beached. And Storm Hutto has joined. He's going to get into his car. My goodness me, what has he done? Wow. So, let's come through. He's going to go a lap down here, actually. I think. I'm not too sure what Hutto's done here. But he's about to cause carnage. If he doesn't get off that road, I'm not too sure where he is at the moment. But he's now a lap down. He's actually in the road. Hutto is in the road, ladies and gentlemen. How has he done that? Juice is left or he's not. Hutto is actually in the road. I have no idea how he's done that, but he's in the road. Ah, nice. Gotta love these glitches. Juice, corner cutting. We've got 4 laps to go. Juice is 43 seconds. Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. So Showtime will hold it through. Not too sure what we're going to do about Hutto. He's going to be very distracting as these guys go to green lights. Will this fall into J-Rad's hands? We're about to find out. Will J-Rad be able to keep it under safety car without spinning it around? When Showtime go? When does he go? That is the question. He's holding him, holding him, holding him, holding him. He doesn't want to give him the slipstream as best he can. He's away. Storm goes through. Curtis on the inside there. J-Rad on those reds. He needs to take advantage of this. Curtis up on the inside, on the outside, just sweeping around and up on there. He's going to have the inside line here. Showtime needs to give these 2 championship battlers 1 and 2 in the championship. Storm Hutto will not give an inch here. Curtis up on the outside as we go through the Code Veronde. Bino's retired from the session. Safety cars produce safety cars is what we say, but they're not going to be here. inside. Millsy just forces him slightly wide, gives him a little bit of a tap. And that's going to send Storm Hutto back to third as J-Rad gets around on the outside. Millsy goes up on the inside. So much action if you don't mind. And inside goes Clappy is the P5. A little bit twiggly in there. Millsy just a little bit rubber bandy. Not a good connection there from him. Up on the inside into Ascari. Millsy was able to hold it out. Clappy thought better of it as he goes into P5 with 3 laps left to go. J-Rad hunting down Curtis. Down onto the main straight. That was really good. And sector 3, Jishway's retired. Jish washed. We normally say it into Ascari. He's done it. The Juice down in P10. So let's ride on board up there in front. Jishway has boxed it into Ascari. Sort of expecting, might see him in the commentary booth anyway too. J-Rad in P2. Showtime and Millsy in P4. Clappy P5. OPSL Nitro in P6 doing very nicely, and we have our another safety car. So I'm not too sure when this is going to finish, but the safety car is out. What's happened here? Yeah, so Millsy, so Nitro's got through. They're going to get 1 lap. I don't see the point of this, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't. Mad Dog's going to come through. Juice is coming through. And Hutto is saying he's on lap 8. So Hutto's glitch. Bear with me. Not too sure if we're going to get this race rerun because of Hutto's glitch. We're not going to restart the lobby. But with 2 laps to go, in fact we're going to have 1 lap to go, and Curtis is going to be able to win it under the safety car. Which is the first time I've ever seen this game do this. I reckon what's going to happen here is he's going to get behind the safety car for the final time, and the safety car is going to peel off, and they're going to have 1 lap of hard running. So it's the only way that they can do it. They're going to have to finish it under yellows. Curtis doesn't mind. So we're going to get 1 lap, and then that's it. Showtime P3, he's just looking for the points and trying to minimise the damage here. Millsy P4, Clappy P5, we've got 10 runners. Not too sure what's happened with it. Yep, so Nitro knows he's going to come in this lap. Went out. Exactly, don't twitch and drive, Swayze, we say that. And 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for Mad Dog. So this is it. So 1 lap dash into turn 1. Can Curtis hold it off? J-Rad will be looking to flex his muscle in the ass. Jishway's gone out. Here we go. Curtis down the straight for the very last time. Well, he would hope so. And he's got the jump 1 second on J-Rad. Showtime P3, Millsy P4. But Clappy and Nitro just absolutely eking it out inside. Clappy, nope, doesn't get the job done. Millsy clever enough to close the door off as we go into there. Mad Dog was able to get a jump there on F1 Legend up on the inside. He gets into P9, Juice is in P10. So down here, up on the inside, Mad Dog and Legend battling side by side. Wow, was Mad Dog going to jump it on there? No, he's not. He didn't get the nose quite right. Meanwhile, up the front, Showtime hanging on to P3, Millsy in P4, Clappy looking to try and get the run through there, but Nitro in P6 and Chrissy in P7, Legend in P7. So good points for the McLarens, running 7 and 8 so far, with Mad Dog with the 3-second time penalty, letting Juice go by. So Mad Dog's got some serious problems there on that straight. Don't know whether he's got underfloor damage or what he's doing, but he seems to get out of there faster than you can think of. Goes into a scar, he just misses it. Let's go up to the front, but ERS Curtis has got himself a 1 second gap, or close enough to it, as we go around the last corner. And it's going to be Curtis is going to take the checkered flag here in Italy. A interrupted race, but Curtis gets the W for the Alfa Romeo boys. J-Rad in P2, Showtime, Valuable Points P3, Millsy P4, Clappy in P5, Nitro P6, and the McLarens in 7 and 8. Well, you want excitement, you got excitement. And it seems to me that, well, interesting when Curtis will take the W and we'll be able to close the gap. But Cruder, let's see if I can get the guys in here. So Curtis, and Showtime are our podium places. So I'll just put in there. Okay, Jared, thanks for joining us, mate. Just seeing the champagne. And we have... So let's wrap this up. ERA Curtis gets the win after a race interrupted. J-Rad, the man that actually caused all the carnage, gets himself a podium somehow in P2. Showtime P3, Millsy P4, Clappy in P5, Nitro, Chris, Legend, Juice, Mad Dog, and Jishway DNF'd, and that was it. Let's get ourselves over to Victory Lane, and we've got two guys that have joined us. It looks like got Showtime and J-Rad. I think Curtis doesn't have a mic. Yeah, I thought he didn't. That's okay, mate. Curtis, go to Amazon. Black Friday sale, mate. Get yourself a microphone. So let's get ourselves on to P3. Showtime, our current championship leader. Tell us a bit about your race.
Oh, I don't know. Not really much to say there.
Yeah.
I'll let the stewards decide that one.
Yeah, it was a bit of carnage, mate. Look, yeah, as I said, look, submit the clips. I always say that. Don't put it in the chat, but
Yeah, of course.
yeah, exactly, absolutely. But look, valuable points. I know Curtis is your closest rival in the championship, so he gets the win. So what's that? 10 points? So you still got a comfortable 40-point gap with 6 rounds to go. So you'd probably say your championship, you'd be feeling confident right now of wrapping it up. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident, but I think I have to miss a race or two in those 6. So,
yep.
I mean, this doesn't really help.
No.
So we'll see, I guess.
No, well, full points as well. So move on to J-Rad in P2. Thanks very much for the safety car highlight reel. You'll be joining such notable actors as J-Rad, as Kahoot and Winter in my safety car collection. Congratulations, J-Rad. What the hell were you thinking?
Nothing happened on my screen. I got tapped.
Did you?
The server crashed as soon as that thing happened because Clappy on my screen, Clappy went straight through everyone, and I got
Clappy
hit
went
by.
So
Got
this was the inevitable war machine. He did that to me at ACE. Just drove through everybody.
Yeah,
Yep.
and when I saw that P11 off,
you had to start where you crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
but look, mate, you got back on the podium, so valuable points. I know that you know.
I had the pace. I had the pace, and I got fluffed.
Mm-hmm.
I got fluffed over again. But
well, we move on.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
Unless the stewards come by this, yeah. to be honest.
I'm not. We'll see what happens, mate. But yeah, look, full points. We've done it 25%, and we had to reboot the lobby. So it is what it is, mate. But look, if there's any clips, submit them. We'll see what we can do. Okay. Done. Well, that's it, guys. I'm going to wrap it up from there. To Kahoot, mate, get well soon, buddy, wherever you are. All our thoughts and prayers with you right at this time. This has been Rapid with Jalo. Don't forget, join us tomorrow night as we race around Monza for the Div1 boys. It's going to be a massive battle with Betsy. We've got 4 newcomers actually in Div1, so looking forward to seeing how they go. Until we meet next time, it's lights out and bye for now. Good night.